Alrighty, looks like we're live. Things are running smooth for now. So, hello everyone, Nehru here, and welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV Endwalker. Last time was certainly a bit of a doozy. Yeah, the big twist that that Stormy here has been saying is going to change everything. Yeah, it kind of changed everything that was promised, and I needed some time to digest everything that went down back there. So, following that kind of big revelation and just okay, so that's just how screwed we are. The plans for tonight? Turn the quest in, debrief the Scions, and before we go any further, it's high time to attend to the various role quests for Endwalker. So, first
You
things...
say that, but are you ready? Literally said after the plan. What do you think of the current gear set, by the way? It's being currently worn. This is actually what the Neo Kingdom gear set looks like when it's not.
Yeah, not too bad, not too bad. And a nice solid look. Kind of gives me Assassin's Creed vibes.
Level 720 blade. Current max endgame item level. Well, not max endgame, but like minimum endgame.
Yeah.
You know, the new uncapped tombstone stuff that was previously the capped tombstone gear.
Out of curiosity, what's the max item level that once I am able to unlock tombstone gear for Endwalker?
For capped tombstones?
Yeah.
Or for raids?
Tombstones mostly. Because I know I'm still wearing the 530 stuff. I mean from the Endwalker stuff, not the Dawn Trail stuff. Basically, once I get that unlocked, what kind of...
Yeah, it's
Yeah, because... Yeah, I'm starting to feel like the vendors over in Rats at Han aren't going to open to me until after I complete the MSQ.
Well, your highest item rating is, in terms of... Oh, what does that just restore the clamp? Well, the current capped item rating stuff, the current capped tombstone gear is 7... hold on.
Yep. Yeah, just to be clear, I'm more asking for what's the Endwalker highest level, not the current highest most.
Oh, Endwalker?
Yeah.
Oh, Endwalker highest. One sec. Oh wait, shit. One moment. Fuck it. Literally just gonna go to Rats at Han. Tell you in a sec.
No problem.
Say that. Or don't. You know, you can follow. Oh, hey, it's raining. Oh, it's good. Right. Right. You can tell me in a sec. Well, you want the tombstone stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
660.
660, so... So it looks like they're keeping up
Yeah.
the pattern of the max item level for a new expansion being at the highest 130 from the last one. Because the
Yeah.
the max level
The
for Shadowbringers was 530. Okay, so 660. That's what I have to look for.
Yeah, Anabasios Mythos is 665 is the maximum.
Hmm. Right. So I'm going to turn this quest in to debrief the Scions, then I can meet you over in Razatan.
Yeah, whereas, gonna actually just tell you real quick what the actual, one is for Dawn Trail, the animal list. Not gonna share anything about it other than that. Relic level is 765 for like raid stuff in Dawn Trail.
Ah.
Yeah.
Yeah, looks like the debrief will have.
So yeah, currently, personally got. Come on. Go. Get your debrief done.
And turning it in didn't trigger the debrief, so I'm going to wait. So I think rather than get stuck into a major cutscene, I'm just going to head over to Razathan and get started on the class quests.
Are you really now? A moment. No. You know what? Which one did you pick up? Or which one are you planning on picking?
Thinking of going for my current main, so that's gonna be the ranged DPS.
That's gonna make things a little difficult, because, not on the ranged one yet. How about you pick up melee? Or healer. Better yet, healer.
You still have to do it, so you want
That way. Yep. That way we can actually team up someone.
I suppose that's fair.
Beat you in the lot!
Okay, in that case.
Yeah, meet you in Alamigo, eh?
Alrighty. See you there soon. So, looks like the first round is going to be helping the delegate over at Alamigo.
If you like talking to Robone and Arenvald.
Yeah, Rabon's always been fine. Although I can understand if talking to him it can be a bit disarming.
Gotta hand it to you, Nay. Didn't expect you'd go down that route. Then again, that's a load of bull, isn't it?
Ah, indeed, indeed. Yeah.
Still, Nay. Standing ready to give you a hand. And don't worry, you're not getting the 5-finger discount. Just remember, I'm going to be keeping you at arm's length for this one.
And yes, I do fully know what I unleashed by going there, and I'm not sorry one bit.
Well, just so long as you remember you're the one who has to shoulder the burden.
Okay. So, once you get here and pick it up, I'm all ready to go to the next spot.
Once who gets where and picks what up?
And I was under the impression you were on your way to Razat to pick up the thing, the healer role quest, so we could tackle it together.
Wait for you and Amigo, Nay.
Oh, I misheard you. Well, I feel silly now.
You're a little behind.
Well, that's me being a doofus.
Might be the channel that's supposed to be loud.
So how far behind am I from you, by the way?
You're cutting out like crazy, you know that? You might need to change the region for the server. Voice region.
Or at the very least move it to where
Oh,
the
we
things...
can just switch to a direct VC.
Well, gotta love it when Discord decides to be problematic. Yeah, basically
Yeah,
asking...
wouldn't be a stream if they weren't scuffed.
Yep. So, the question was, about how far behind from you am I?
Probably a couple quests. At least one duty. I'll tell you that much.
Okay, so next stop is taking me to the peaks.
Getting ready to teleport now.
Yep.
On your left. Show off. You have travel maps in this area, don't you?
Indeed I do. Missing two in
Like
Authard.
man speed increase.
Yep. Missing two in Authard.
Shit.
Ne
Now you still there?
Yep.
Yep, we have been disconnected, comrade!
Huh?
Just lost server connection.
I'm still seem to be still connected.
moved your mic right now.
At least as far as a voice goes, I'm keeping it where Discord is in clear view, which sometimes seems to help. But yeah, at the moment I'm doing. So you got DC then.
Yep.
Ugh.
Well, we did get summoned. Sorry, so we got another summon.
Okay. Two warriors healed up. Now go meet up with Raubon again.
Yep. How he was summoned. Yeah. Well, you weren't summoned, but that's not the point. It was summoned or something. Also, you. What?
Hmm.
You have access to the self-promo channel in its server, don't you? Honestly. Eh. We should try to. We really should try to bring that server back to life at some point. Whatever.
Hmm.
View your cutscene. Good. You're a sage!
Yes.
And you're level 100. Jesus, you're level 100. God damn, now, how much have you been leveling?
Trying to get at least a fair chunk, if not all, of the big roulettes done when I can.
Speaking of roulettes, we really should do a few, you know?
Mm-hmm. And once I get out of this cutscene, we can definitely hit one up.
Absolutely. If you get roll in need, give it your extra skill. No, kidding. How much skill you got anyway?
I'll let you know once I'm out of the cutscene.
Whatever you say, little Miss Rockefeller.
I am trying to save up.
Like I said, whatever you say, little Miss Rockefeller.
And looks like we have a Kinsect up in the chat.
Oh, hey, Ken.
Okay. And the answer to your question is 4.5 million. As far as the stream's going, so far so good. So, I guess the question is, which roulette to hit?
What do you think? Good question.
Yeah, if you're not done it today, you can always hit the leveling roulette since.
Well, they just reset, actually. Did a few earlier, but they've reset. Well, actually, no, I haven't had a chance to do them because I was doing Wondrous Tales. Got Wondrous Tales actually to level up, so yeah, we can do leveling.
Excellent. Hmm. And I already kind of passed the thing back to you. There we go.
Lovely. Let's kick some ass.
Yeah.
Put a couple bullets in them! Damn it. What the hell is that Vera wearing? Very little, apparently.
Uh-huh.
Just ignore her. Just ignore her and be respectful of her culture. Besides, because I don't exactly want much help. Actually, no, they do. But, you suddenly feeling overdressed? Would have had to shoot, to have shot you, said yes. Well, can't exactly shoot you because friendly fire is turned off. You get the point. Oh, right. Anthony! It's the power of friendship. And this gun this gun I'm wielding. Damn it, I can't even do the damn reference right. The quote is, the power of friendship, and this gun I found. and it's just trying to quote the meme verbatim out of eventually, rather than adjusting it into probably I as a reference of. Down. Backtrack on that.
Kind of feels a little squishy. Must be somewhat at level for this content.
They are.
That would explain it.
They're using green gear.
That definitely explains it.
Headgear is level 35. Using Khan Circlet. Yeah, using the Khan. Yeah, they're using 3 pieces from the Temple Khan. Some handcrafted accessories. All our accessories are handcrafted except for the Zero. And they're using some Brigand's Breaches and Mana Scale Marines. Yes, they are very much at level. Oh, and the Decorated Items good. Yes, they are at level, absolutely. Oh, and they're still on. Yeah, basically. Yeah. You know, just the other day there was actually a healer giving me, as the tank, guff for overpulling. We were at level 94, so we're doing Dawn Trail content, or at least... Yeah, we were doing Dawn Trail content. Do you know what happened? The healer was like, oh, I can't heal you because you're overpulling. It's like, only pull 2 fucking groups, you stupid healer. Like, you've gotten killed. You've gotten all of us killed. Multiple times, you're like, oh no, I've only got healing abilities. Dipshit, you're almost max level and you're not even applying heal over time in the middle of combat. Like, you're clearly only using cure. You're like, oh no, you're not using enough of your mitigations. Hey idiot, only a good tank does not need to use 2 fucking mitigations at once on a single pull. Or just pulling 2 groups of like 6 enemies. No matter how high level they are. In fact, we were all like at level at least for that. Indicated like no, that healer was kind of an asshole. It's like, dude. Was using like both base, both the both use it, both Rampart and one that reduces the damage and inflict, along with the third one, Dark Knight gets. I don't remember the name of it right now, but like it's using like multiple different abilities for tank, and the healer was like, oh no, you're not using enough of your mitigations. It's like, oh yeah, you're using some of them, but you're not using enough. Hey asshole! You're the one that's not healing right. A good healer can keep you alive, can keep the tank alive without them needing to use all the mitigations. And considering the fact that you are letting me, as the tank, drop below half on just from pulling 2 groups, there's something wrong with your healing. It was like, what the fuck is stupid healer on about? Turned out they were on another server, so it wasn't actually possible to block them directly after the blacklist and after the kind of group. Do you know what happened immediately after getting out of that dungeon?
What?
Went to Virginia, Aetheryte. Traveled to the other, did a world server travel, searched them up in the player search, and immediately blacklisted them. It's just like, you're a level 94 white mage. Know for a fact that it's possible to keep a tank alive when they're doing when they're just pulling 2 groups. Aren't even that hard to keep you alive on a first group, which you're having trouble with. Like, been doing freaking expert dungeons as healer, as a white mage, and the tank's pulled way more than I was pulling. Way more than we were pulling. It's like, oh no, you're not using medication. Bitch, have done freaking level 100 dungeons with other white mages, using the same tactics, using the same playstyle, same amount of mitigations. pulled way more and have not died. You just suck as a healer.
I mean, the only place you can really get away with using just Cure is, well, in a dungeon like this one here, because that's all you got.
No. They were just using Cure too. Sometimes using Medica in the middle of the boss fight. Medica 2 during the middle of the boss fight, during the final boss, but that applies a healing over time effect. Medica 2 and Recovery can both be stacked to apply healing over time to ease your role as the healer. If the tank is currently taking damage, just hit them with healing over time to ease your action, so you don't have to use active healing as much. They'll heal over time. You use active healing. You use hearts to use heals over time to mitigate some of the damage they're taking. To stack with the actual tank's mitigations, and then use active healing to keep them topped off. They weren't even doing that. And it's like, sorry, what? You're not even using, like, you definitely know you have heal over time, because you used it during the in-between fights. And they were getting all up at him being like, oh no, you need to pull less. But fuck you. Almost actually ended up disconnecting on them and was like, you know what? If you're gonna be like that, find another tank. But we'd already got to, it was kind of simple as fast enough. We'd already got past like the second to last boss. I don't got that many bosses. It's like, you know what? If you're gonna be like that, find another freaking. It's almost to the point of, you know what? If you guys are gonna be assholes and suck like that, find another tank because you're kind of an obnoxious asshole. Honestly, considering the fact it happened even before we hit the first boss, should have realized something was up there. After dying, we wiped multiple times on the first boss.
Yeah.
And we weren't even that far in. We were on, like, yeah, it might have been, yeah, we were only on, like, the level 93. Is it level 93? Yeah, it had to have been level 93, because it wouldn't have been in, like, that high level yet. It was still in the early Dawn Trail stuff. Yeah, we were, like, level 93 or 5, and it wasn't even that high level. It's like, you're bitching at the tank because you can't do your job. You're getting blacklisted after this dungeon. Only reason that it didn't actually, just leave the dungeon there and then was because two reasons. One, it didn't want to get reported for, just for throwing. And two, it's like, didn't want to suffer the, didn't want to suffer the penalties for leaving.
Yeah.
Didn't want to get penalized, like being blocked for leaving because the healer was just shit. So decided, you know what? You've been constantly giving guff this entire time. Never playing with you again, you get blacklisted. Honestly, if it had been kicked from that dungeon and they'd done the same thing, to the next healer, to the next tank, that would have probably been like, you know what? Should have just let them kick them for being AFK. It should just let them kick it for being AFK. Honestly, because if that, yeah, sure. To be fair, that would have probably pissed them off, but. Honestly, maybe, yeah, sure, maybe it got maybe tying up kick, but who cares? Would have been worth it. Would have been worth it to see them bitch at the next tank and have the next tank basically tell them fuck off. Because the next tank probably would have told them. Because at that level, you're at level 90.
Basically,
Late level 90. You're in the high 90s at that point. You were an experienced tank if you've been playing that long.
yeah, you should know what you're doing by that point.
Yeah, so if you're fucking around like that, if you're pissing off the tank, not a good idea to piss off the tank. Like, okay, yeah, never piss off the healer, but never piss off the tank either. That's the kind of rule 1 of Dungeon Finder. Especially since in High Dawn Trail, both are needed. Yeah, you can go through a lot of lower level content with just without a healer, but you cannot go through content without a tank. It's like, no, if you with this early in and you're pissing off the tank, if the tank has either decided to leave or you've kicked them, and the healer starts slagging off the next tank for being shit, maybe it's a problem with you and not the fucking healer. No, not the tank. Who is using literally every mitigation they've got and cannot mitigate anymore because the fucking things are on cooldown. Can you tell them it was rather pissed off by this?
Yeah.
Yeah, literally was using. Okay. So it was literally using Rampart, Reprisal, Shadowed Vigil, and Blackest Night. Hell, even Dark Missionary and Dark Mind. And he was still being like, oh no, you're not using your mitigations up. Hey asshole. Rampart and Reprisal. The Rampart increases healing by full 15%. While also reducing damage taken. Like, its main ability is reducing damage taken by 20%. It increases healing taken by 15. Reprisal decreases damage nearby enemies do by 10%. That is a 30% reduction in damage from enemies. You should not be having any trouble with two standard sized groups of enemies being pulled in a level 95 dungeon as the healer. And then saying, oh no, the tank is overpulling. Especially since also was using Shadowed Vigil, which reduces damage by 40%. And restores HP when it falls below 50 upon duration expiration. Using two of those at once should be more than enough for two groups of enemies. And as a white mage main, definitely know for a fact that dungeon is easy to do as white mage. Easy to heal a tank that's pulling more than that as white mage. Have healed in level 100 content as white mage. After the tank has pulled far more. You have plenty of healing abilities to keep the tank alive if you're not focusing purely on doing damage, which, clearly you were. You weren't even using Holy to stun the enemy. Sorry, don't want me to gripe, but or even rant, but like that was very much needed to share that horror story of an idiot healer. Like how have you gotten to the high 90s with this bad healing? Have you been doing Wondrous Tales and PvP up until now? Because if you have, that's a little concerning. If you're basically saying, oh, I don't have that many healing abilities, dude, you've got, in order at that level, Cure 2, you've got freaking Afflatus Solus, Presence of Mind, you've probably got Divine Benison, Plenary Indulgence, you've even got Liturgy of the Bell. See, you got Cure, you got Medica, you got Raise, Cure 2, Medica 2, Regen, which is very important. Cure 3. No, I didn't realize it. Ethereal Ship. Haven't had that one slotted. Should have slotted that one earlier. You've got Holy. You've got Benediction of all things, which you should have been using. You got Afflatus Solus. You got Asylum. A Size. Tetragrammaton. Divine Benison. Plenary Indulgence. Afflatus Rapture. Temperance. You've even got Aquavale Liturgy and Liturgy of the Bell. Hell, probably had we been another level up, you would have had Medica 3. The only one you wouldn't have is Divine Caress. Which, you know, is this ability. Which you activate after triggering Temperance. It grants a barrier, it creates a barrier around all party members near you that absorbs the equivalent to a heal of 400 potency, along with the healing over time of 200. That stacks with Temperance, which increases healing potency, while reducing damage taken by all party members. You have plenty of abilities you could have been buffing the tanks with that you were not using. Also, did not realize this was available. Yeah, to be fair, I had to reset the White Mage cast bar a while back, so I actually didn't have the ability to put everything back on. Must have missed Ethereal Shift. That, or they added it during a patch.
Probably, because it wasn't one of the ones that was originally there. So definitely the one that got added after the fact.
Yeah, they've definitely added that during a patch, which means it probably also had they added the Presence of Mind as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, that is annoying. The fact that the healer was like, oh no, I can't heal you. You've got this. You got this. You got this. Friggin' this. This. You even got friggin' this. You got this. You got freaking this. You wouldn't have this. You even had this, which you were using in the final fight, so know for a fact that you had the ability.
Yeah. I could.
This.
Yeah. I could maybe see that being true if they were doing Sage, because Sage is definitely a bit of a different beast than White Mage.
Yeah, the fact of the matter is they were White Mage. It's like, oh no, I've only got a limited amount. I don't have all that many abilities I can use on you. You've got, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Seven if we're not counting group casts. About 10 or 11 if we're counting things that affect the entire party. Or multiple people at once. You have plenty of abilities to heal the tank if they are taking on, like, just two singular groups. You just suck. And that's coming from a White Mage main.
Yep, everything you're telling me just screams terrible White Mage, terrible healer, and possibly the kind of person who it's everyone's fault but theirs. Yeah, as far as healing goes, I'm still trying to get a more solid grasp of being effective on Sage.
Mm.
I mean, I just recently did a little bit of rearranging of my hotbar to make it hopefully a little bit smoother. But I still don't have an internalized sense of what every one of the skills do. Because, yeah, this one here though is the level 100 one. Okay, so I see what it does. It basically makes it so increases your healing capabilities, and when you heal someone who's got it gives them an extra heal on top of that heal. Good to know.
Also, would like to apologise to the chat if at all had burnt down the mood or all that ranting about bad healer, but to be fair, the bad healers must be pointed out. Well, not really shame. You need to warn. If the bad healer is a problem, definitely something that is everyone else's problem. Especially if they make it someone else's problem. A bad healer will ease it. Honestly, a bad healer can ruin a run completely and cause something to be abandoned. If you lose your tank in, like, high Dawn Trail, you're screwed. We're only in leveling Dawn Trail, but the fact of the matter is, it was still leveling Dawn Trail. Like, yeah. Anyway, right? You ready to go?
Yep. On to the next stop.
For you, that is. We'll be waiting for you, we'll do some fades and wait for you until you're ready to, until you're actually at the step where you gotta go to Oldar.
Yeah, because right now I'm currently on a step for the Butcher's Blade.
Personally, on a new battleground.
Okay, so now I know what to look for to know I'm catching up to you.
You're not that far. You're not that far behind, actually. Your battleground is like, it's basically the one where you go to Uldar. We do have some dialogue. What's this? Ah, it's the Falcon. Okay. Oh crap.
Oh, I didn't notice that. Good to know.
What was it you didn't notice?
Yeah, that at a certain point I leveled up and got a triggerable dot version of my AoE attack, not just my single target one. That'll definitely help with larger pulls.
By the way, do you have a dash forward ability on yours?
On Sage?
Yeah.
Yeah, although it requires you to have a target. It's called Icarus.
Ah.
So yeah, you need a target something to dash towards it, as opposed to Ethereal Shift, where It's just a general dash forward.
How many classes have that ethereal shift type of dash forward anyway?
Hmm.
Notice there's also in Picto actually.
Yeah, Picto definitely has their version of it.
Talking of dash, it's usually for tanks. All tanks have their own version. Seems that
Yeah, their gap closer.
Yep. Viper has it as well, but that makes sense because it's in melee DPS.
Dancer and Monk, I'm pretty sure. Dancer I know for certain. I'm pretty sure about Monk.
I haven't even leveled Monk yet, it's not pugilist. Vicious. Almost to level 75. Speaking of, like, gap closers, what about, whatever the hell the opposite is.
For which class?
The machinist, specifically.
Machinist.
I don't think machinist is an equivalent of, propelling shot, you know? One would expect it would, but machinist is often also called to be in somewhat close to things like flamethrower and bioblaster. So. Hold still. Speaking of flamethrowers. Telling you cutscene now?
Yep.
So what are you saving up for anyway?
That Dawn Trail motorcycle.
What you jammy bugger!
I mean, I was originally trying to save up for that flying bed, but then they gave it to me with that Moogle tombstone thing.
Really? Flying bed?
Mm-hmm.
Really? Of all things, the flying bed.
You seem to forget that I am want to collect mounts and minions.
Yeah, but still, a flying bed.
Yeah, you can travel. You can travel in comfort.
What's next? A hovering bedpan to match?
Eh.
is an elite enemy. This is gonna suck. Yeah, the addition of the jog passive is very nice. But they added that in the latest patch is really nice quality of life update.
It's nice seeing a bit more from Fordola. Yeah, though she still understandably has quite the chip on her shoulder.
Of course she does. In this case, though, it's less chip on her shoulder, more baggage.
Yeah, that's probably a better term. And yeah, the whole thing with the blasphemies and just the whole, well, trying to reincorporate the Alamegan refugees that went and signed up with the Empire. Yeah,
Skulls, yes.
that's all. That's just all that baggage is being brought up to the forefront.
Hey! Aha! Nailed it! That time's the job.
Okay, a new battleground. Time to head to Ulda.
Ugh. Hold on now. Have some patience. We're still looking around. It appears we are to speak with the Sultana. Ethan at the Chamber of Rule.
Yep.
Ahem.
Yeah, I first need to go and speak with Raubon, so... Yep, over by the Chamber of Rule.
You didn't check your map first before it said that, did you? Well, looks like we're both synced on this one.
Yep. Of course she did.
Huh? Merchant strip. That 5 Avenue Exchange. To there.
Roger.
Nice up to the ejector mark for the next ejector. Now what do you want now, Robot? You already spoken to Rabban then?
Mm-hmm.
I followed his lead.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, here we go.
Alright, Alright, now got him accompanying me.
Two discussion spots, eh? What do you think? But a moment now.
No worries.
It would not tarry, but it must engage in some foolery. Silliness, basically.
Ah. Feels like it's been a while since I've last heard Lord Lorito's name pop up.
Back bag that one.
Although, given what he's like, probably better that he's not involved.
Crap.
Just enjoying seeing Raban and Lilira at like usual.
Shush.
You'll see.
Haven't gotten to that. It has not gotten to that scene yet.
Oh.
Be hushed.
All right, zipping lips.
Be silent with you, nay. Oh. Perhaps. No, that would be too cruel. Mm. What face do you think Raban actually is, anyway?
Hmm.
Can't be sure. He's too big. I think he's a Rogan. Like, character model-wise. Do you think they used a Rogan as a base for him?
I'm not sure. I mean, because Roganins are a lot chunkier.
Oh, he's a Highlander here. It looked it up.
Ah,
Bit chunky for here though, isn't he?
yeah,
Unless you used a unique character model for him when they made him.
probably. Cause yeah, definitely beefy, but not Roganin beefy.
True, he's nothing like the big mountain man. Oh, fuck, it's broken like a brick shit house. So you're in the cutscene too?
Yep.
Man, it feels weird both of us being in the cutscene at the same time.
I mean, this is one of those rare points where we're both at the same point.
True.
Yeah, because most of what I've been doing here has been me playing catch up.
No, don't worry, you'll have plenty of chance to get catch up when we get to Hildebrand. That is going to be a stream to remember.
It's
the two of us doing Endwalker Hildebrand.
It's Hildebrand. It's always a time.
Well, except Heaven's Ward. It got kind of depressing at some point in Heaven's Ward Hildebrand. Well, near the end especially. And then again, it was Heaven's Ward. What do you expect? That expansion was depressing as fuck. The Heaven's Ward expansion was like the low point emotionally. Like, story-wise, oh, absolutely. The story was magnificent. But God, the story was depressing.
Yeah, I mean...
The storytelling itself was magnificent, but the actual story beats themselves, God, was some of it depressing.
I mean...
Then again, the overall tone of
yeah, I mean, there are two words everyone who's been through Heaven's Ward can hear, and then just have a pang at their heartstrings, just saying those two words. The Vault.
Oh, damn it, you had to...
Yeah.
Damn it!
See what I mean?
Fuck! Yes! You had to... That's a low blow, hey. You had to remind us all of that. God damn it. After this cutscene, we're going on a pilgrimage. Well, Raban returns to Omega. We will take a detour.
I think I have an idea of where you're thinking of.
Where is it? Don't. Off the mountain now. We did this properly before.
Anyways, it feels right going there to pay there for a bit, especially considering how, at least for me, at least I'm on the outs of it's probably gonna be one of, if not the final legs of the MSQ for Endwalker. And if anyone is watching this and wondering what prompted all that after after my mentioning those two words, if you want to know, I'm not going to spoil it. I can only say, go and play for yourself. The free trial does cover all of Realm Reborn, Heaven's Ward, and Stormblood, so you can definitely go and see it for yourself.
Too long since a pilgrimage has been made.
Yeah.
It's only proper that we walk there and walk back before he's riding out.
Mm-hmm.
He couldn't fly or teleport, and neither should we in that instance. Bearing stones first?
Yeah, I think so.
Here to the teleport. Teleportation engaging.
Make it so.
Chronosphere warning. Chronosphere activated. Whoops. Did you just switch to a wind up the Taro?
Uh-huh.
But...
I've got others if you need something different.
Why?
Eh, I felt like it.
You...
Let's see. Where's another one? There's one in particular I'm looking for. Don't remember what page it's on.
You know what? I'm gonna summon this one that you don't have yet.
Ah, there he is.
Why you look... Let's just go. The paranoia. wait, no, hold on. One moment. Taking Argos. Or Argos, or how we pronounce them. Yeah, Argos. Do you have Argos yet?
No, not yet.
Yeah, you won't get him till the end of. You probably won't get him till the end of Endwalker then, because he's like he's the story man. You will get him though. He's like the one. He's like guaranteed to get. You in a bloody bed!
It's comfy.
Is that comfy? You. Baka. This feels like a bad idea. Back to the Almegan Quarter.
Yep.
You lead the teleport this time now.
Yeah. Arnvald did a pretty good job with that letter.
True. And to be fair, hey, if one of us is doing the teleporting half the time, the other has to do the teleporting the other half the time, right?
Mm-hmm.
Not fair on our funds otherwise. Besides, you have more money. You said you had 4 mil, didn't you?
Uh-huh.
2.4 mil, almost 2.5. Palace, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Face you. Though it seems you might be at a disadvantage because you don't have the Imperial ship. Let's see this right. a cutscene! Oh, Storm cutscene. Hmm.
So good news at least on the front of the memorial service, but Oh dear, what's for Dola gone and done now?
Knowing her and her rash actions, she's probably gone off to die.
Yep, wouldn't put it past her.
Probably gone off to either fall on a sword somewhere, metaphorically speaking. Or to hide somewhere until she dies of exposure and starvation. In other words, she's probably getting to self-imposed exile. Wait, how did you... There was an easy way up, wasn't there?
Eh,
You used your mount, didn't you?
yep.
Cheat. Not counting that, because you used your mount. It's cheating.
Well, that might explain a few things.
decent ways off. Oh, how to get them out? Perhaps we should make this more interesting by
Throwing a roulette in?
Maybe? Yes, we should do a roulette. Perhaps.
Hmm.
Probably should. But then again, we're both currently doing this. So we're both kind of. It would keep us talking more, which would make the stream more entertaining.
Yeah.
Kind of sitting here and being right.
Yeah, getting pulled into the story.
What's the bet on this conversation is going to end with a duty?
Possibly. We'll see what pops up.
If it does, that means we're going to have to split the party for a second. Well, at least this will get us talking more.
Mm-hmm.
That's concerning.
Yeah. Yeah, though if we're gonna do pop-up roulette, barring either a alliance or normal race, one of us is going to have to change.
Fine, anyway.
considering that this is the level 89 quest, I'd say we're probably close to the finale for this series, or at least for the healer role quests. Oh. Before we go turn this in, what roulette are you thinking?
Good question. We'll see when we get there. By the way, does this business with these the business with these oh, what are they called again? Blasphemies? Remind you of anything? Especially if you've done the what do you call it? You know, the Allied Society for Shadowbringers.
Oh.
Specifically the Pixies. Does it remind you of anything?
Mayhaps. Oh, yes.
Well, remember, Nay, nightlife is showtime. Oh, wait, shit.
Oh dear.
Cutscene time. Oh, he's wearing his helmet. That's not good.
Yeah.
Nay, get us teleported over there now.
Roger.
Oh, wait, we've got to speak to Roadman first. That means, hold on. Ah! Still loading in! There they go. Wait, if Roadman's glowing, that means this is a duty.
Yeah. So the question is, can we do it together, or is it one we have to take on solo? Well, one way to find out.
We gotta leave the party.
See you on the other side then.
Roger that. Probably fully voiced with duty, though. Jeez, that's nasty.
That looked like it hurt.
A kick from Robo, and of course it did.
Oh.
There's a reason they call him the Bull of Alamigo. Uh-oh, the echo's kicking in, watch out!
Oh no. What wonderful timing, as usual.
It's the echo, has it ever been convenient timing?
Nope.
Nope, the fizzle effect, there's been a time skip. Oh, Fredola's about to go too. Here goes the battle. It's done its end.
Yep, and starting on my attitude. A bit of a slower reader.
Well, reading isn't your virtually permanent pastime, no. Happened you die?
Nope, just making sure to keep Raoban alive. He just got hit with a tank buster.
Remember, they can't spot you. So, party healing effects will affect them until and Robo. Arr! Oh no. Come on. Bring it. Oh, thank you, Robo.
hard-fought battle won.
A certain little lord. Is he talking about Alpha now?
I think he may just well be. I like the second option in this follow-up cutscene.
Heavens forbid. What did he just say before that? What was it leading up to the dialogue leading up to that?
Yeah, something about us having a uncanny ability to bring people even from the depths of despair to the light because of our own radiance, something like that. And yeah, heavens forbid people would stop throwing themselves in harm's way at every opportunity.
Picking that one. Would have picked something along the lines of, you know, something out of Immortal Flame yourself. Would have been funny, but like, honestly, personally prefer like during serious moments. Like, personally, it prefers to like give the Warrior of Light like lighthearted comments during like downtime, but like when it's time to get serious. Absolutely, it always has a Warrior of Light, like make serious comments.
Yeah.
If a comment is serious, we get serious.
Yeah.
If it's serious time, we get serious. Like, if it's not a time of crisis, sure.
Yeah, but at times
sure,
we can finally...
we can be a wise ass if it's it's like most of the time during Dawn Trail, where it's like, it's basically a Warrior of Light's vacation arc.
So yeah,
But
definitely
like,
a point where
if it's just the more serious moments, yeah. But like,
yeah.
however, the moment with the basic pretending to be a Moogle when delivering the mail to the others in Shadowbringers, absolutely did the Moogle imitation.
But yeah, I think at this point we've definitely earned the opportunity for a little bit of sass.
Yeah.
Oh.
You picked it too.
Yeah. On point, Raubon. On point. So it looks like all that's left to do is to turn it in back at Razzet Han.
Shall we?
Mm-hmm.
You and that blasted. Where did you get that in? Gold saucer.
I don't remember. I'd have to look up to see where this particular one came from. Because let's see, fashion accessories. It's the Blue Blossom Parasol.
Do you have the bomb parasol by any chance?
Let me see. Let's see.
So that's from the Malmstones for Series 6.
Yes, I do have the bomb parasol.
Man.
Yep. Let's see. I've got the sky blue parasol, the calming checkered
Don't
parasol.
show off, you. Just
Proceeds to show off.
turn the question.
Yep. Got it done.
Because you know what's happening next, don't you?
Let me guess. You want to make a little trip to the Wolves Den Pier.
What, Beavis and Butthead? I am kicking your ass, Beavis. Besides. You're not the only one with the freaking parasol. Wise ass. hell was this one not? This is gonna be a weird one, but it's never gonna reserve a fork for these before, have we?
Hmm.
Oh, sorry about that. Hmm. Hmm. Perhaps one of us has fought with these before. But not with this particular button bar setup, because there were a couple of things missing from the button bar.
Right.
To be fair, it was actually missing the action's full metal field and the job-specific action from the action bar. You know, the PvP roll action.
Hmm.
So I haven't actually had a chance to use those yet. Really got suckered there, didn't you?
Right.
Did I mention machine is its main PvP?
You cheeky little so-and-so.
Literally just added those two missing buttons in the button bar for the fight though, so yeah. Oh, even in the odds are we now? Whoops, wrong button. Pretty bad of a button. Thinking to even the odds, are we?
keep on trying, cause yeah, you
insist.
I'll laugh it up, you gremlin. You're having way too much fun with this.
You have no idea what the KD ratio what the KDA ratio for PvP is for it. So you like its KD ratio is terrible in PvP normally. So yes, it's having a blast. Literally. You actually won.
I had to get one in. I got at least one in. Shall we try to get a roulette in?
Absolutely.
What's a roll? What's a roll? Yeah. This one I'm going to say that's that's can still level before we couldn't queue up. So I've gotten a lot of practice with this one, so I could definitely stand to get some practice work in.
Technically speaking, they were already queued, but yeah, fair enough. Cosplaying member of the Pleiades again, huh?
Never stopped. Yeah. I think out of this, before I do any more tanking with Dark Knight, I might need to see about redoing my hotbar a bit.
Well then, Nate, run ahead. Have we ever actually done Holotolly Hard?
It has been quite a while.
Oh crap! Yeah. Oh wait, no. Come on. We've definitely done regular Holotolly, but what about hard? I don't remember us ever doing it. Definitely done it before, but yeah, whatever. So usually you're the one healing, or DPSing.
Yeah, my current.
Last time we were here, you were. Last time we were here, it was the Dark Knight. You were the tank. Oh, you were the DPS. Shit. Yeah, speaking of that one healer you mentioned earlier, we were like, oh no, I'm losing one of the sources about one of the DPS was like, oh no, I'm losing aggro. Dude, if they get aggro by the tank while the tank stands on, you're not, as long as the tank is still attacking with what's happening, you're not going to be losing aggro. You're dying if the healer's not because the tank can't move back. Really annoying hearing that. Yes, it's like, dude. The tank has literally died first. Out of everyone, the tank was dying first. Like, it was dying first out of everyone. Which should have been something I mentioned earlier. Like, literally the healer was letting it die. And then the party was wiping because the healer was literally letting it die. It's like, what is this healer on if the tank is dying this much? Like, the tank is dropping below 50% health. You should not be letting this happen. If the tank drops below 50, the healer will be dead. What freaking standard tactics, you know? And speaking of crappy healers,
Oh.
hello.
Well.
Well thought. Good teamwork. Ah yes, both. We have a red mage and what was that one? Sage?
Scholar.
Scholar. We have a red mage and a scholar, and they both had the ability to res and got killed.
Looks like it,
Red
yeah.
mage was res, right?
Yeah, Red Mage. Although.
Oh yeah, right. Level 50. They wouldn't have Vercure.
Yeah.
They wouldn't have Vercure yet.
Yeah, Red Mage doesn't have it at this level.
Still, they both got killed. The chances for getting through this unscathed are well, all of the dynamics was. To be fair, during that fight, during the boss fight, the healers and combo.
Yeah, but he managed to somehow pull it out despite all that.
How long have we been fighting as a team?
I mean, in this game, we probably have to take a look see at when the first Final Fantasy stream was for at least a couple months.
More like a couple of years. We've been fighting as part of the arse.
Yeah. Yeah.
For a long time.
Yeah. Yeah, a couple months in Final Fantasy specifically.
True, true. But we also have experience back in the Old Republic and World of Warcraft too.
True. Very true.
We have a lot of experience. Not so much that we can't fight on, just fight basically on that. No. You are usually our main tank or an other in the action of the Earth missions, you're usually the main tank, which of course helps immensely. It also allows how many times did we duel?
Probably way too many to count at this point.
There's always at least one every stream. Usually in the opening stream. Or at least we count for one.
Yeah, definitely need to overhaul my Dark Knight eye bar. I get the feeling that the current hero is one of those ones that doesn't know or understand about the concept of Isuna.
A lot of healers don't.
I mean, I always make sure to keep Isuna front and center on my hotbars.
Shift F1. Shift 1, sorry. So it's one of the easiest accessible.
Yep, and since they made it so it's now an instant cast, it's better than ever.
Yep. A lot of healers team still get debuffs. Yeah, they can remove debuffs as well.
With how low I'm getting, I get the feeling that the only thing that's healing me for the most part is Embrace. I can't recall seeing a single Adloquium popping this entire dungeon so far.
This healer's using the Pummel X Nexus. Here, the purple scholars are.
If I were to wager a guess, I'd say there's a good chance of let the fairy do all the healing. I'm a DPS.
Alright, Scholar has access to Fairy. Where's the Scholar again?
Yeah.
Yep, there are easy attacks. Now, they're also a Sprout, but... I think that's just because they're genuinely new, or because they've not got to the end of Endwalker yet.
Yeah, one way to find. Let's take a little peek at their gear. That got.
The gear's all over the place.
Yeah, it's
50
all
level.
mostly 50 with a few 70 items.
Genuinely new, you think?
I'd say, yeah, that is a pretty high possibility.
Whatever. Let's kill these fuckers and get out of here.
And I just noticed the name of our red mage. So, stay on the ball, Banana Slammer!
What?
Our red mage's name is Banana Slammer.
Don't get it.
Donkey Kong.
Has never played. Yeah. Oh, debuff kills us all. Thank you. Alrighty. Yep. Bastard. Oh, the red mage is never done.
So, yeah, I think we could
Well.
probably chalk that one up to the Scholar being new.
By the way, weren't we gonna do these off stream?
You know what? I don't remember. I suppose we could yeah, we could still had to do at least one on stream.
Good point. Already picked up the one in Gridania personally,
Mhm.
but don't actually have the levels for any of the others. Like, I don't have enough levels for range DP. Well, maybe have enough. No, don't even have enough levels for range DPS. Physical range DPS. Maybe Picto, but not gonna be using Picto for something like that's like. Come on, gotta use Picto like normally in proper fights, actually on rotation.
Yeah. So yeah.
Could do Dark Knight, pick up the tank one, but
Yeah. I mean, on one hand, it would be nice to see some of these on stream, but then considering it took us a good chunk of stream just to get the healer one out of the way, it would be a decent sidetrack, even if we rush to get the remaining 4. So yeah, maybe the remaining 4 is probably an off-stream thing.
Probably.
Still, that means we did manage to get a nice fun one done.
Yeah, but not many roulettes. You know how it is to do those? You know, when we call the stream, we should just do a couple of roulettes. You know, just get them out of the way for the dailies.
Yeah, we can do that.
Yeah, we need, after all, we still got a bunch of guilds, man. Like, those who need levels get a bunch of XP.
Let's see here, let me see here. There it is.
We've done high leveling, we've done high level and leveling so far. So next one's Betrayals, MSQ, Alliance Raid, Normal Raid, and Frontline. Speaking of Frontline, you wanna go check that out?
Yeah. But besides, I'm also topped up on the things for the front line, so I could stand to spend a few. Just I'm not sure on what.
Yeah, the trophy crystals.
Yeah, the crystals from the PvP season rewards. The trophy crystals.
What's this attributes? Yeah. What the hell is attribute?
Let's see.
No friggin' way. That looks cool. Okay. Damn, that looks kind of intimidating. Well.
Alright, so
Badass.
yeah, a few in the miscellaneous ones I could stand. But a couple minions, mounts.
What? Like, where's those in the other section?
Yeah, it's in the other section. Yeah, let's see. Because I still need to get here the Vilja. I'm not sure how to pronounce that.
Probably Bilger, probably.
Alright, so I need that.
Not sure.
Both of the clockwork chaser minions. The shaded spectacles. And the
Where are those? Where are those? Where are those? Where are those? Where are those?
Also in the other, the faces we wear, shaded spectacles. Right beneath the two emotes. So, yeah, I'm gonna get all of those while we're here.
Same. Good job.
Yeah, all these framer kits. I don't have a place to put them.
Not in this server,
And even on my home server, I don't have a place to put them.
Fair.
So let's go and pop those. Okay, Determined and Spirit. 2 new emotes.
Determined and Spirit, huh?
Okay, so...
Oh, Team Spirit, that's what that does. What was the other one?
Let's see, looking for it.
Determined, right?
Yeah, Determined and Spirit.
Oh, really? Really? It's this one. Like, it's just the one where you punch your hand at the... efficiently from your hand. The one we've seen in ever so many cutscenes. That's not unlocked by default, apparently. That's stupid.
Apparently.
Really? Really? The one we should probably have unlocked by default is not. Okay?
Yeah. Well...
The one thing that you'd probably expect to be already unlocked is not unlocked. Okay.
Oh, and I got a another emote unlocked from the series.
What's that?
Let me pop it. Dazed.
Yeah.
Here we are.
Hmm.
Let's see. So we've got another 2 framers kits this season. A minion and a mount. A clockwork oppressor and a Magitech slasher. Well, it'll be a bit before I can see what those 2 look like. I gotta need to head to some place where I can mount up so I can see what this Filja, however you pronounce it, mount looks like in action.
Good point. Now, someone's gone full on 2B. What do you think?
Yeah, we could probably probably wrap things up here. Then we can do the off-stream stuff, like check out the new mount, and then hit up some more roulettes. So, yeah.
Seems wise.
So, yeah, that'll bring this stream to a close. So, we managed to get one of the role quests done. The others will be done off-stream, so if any of you want to see those for yourself, well, that one, if you want to play, you're going to have to do more than just the free trial, because that's part of the stuff that's part of the paid expansions. but I'd highly recommend it. I mean, if the journey I've been on so far is anything to go by. But yeah, though a little bit of advance, I am gonna be going on a short little hiatus because everyone needs to take a vacation every so often. So we will be getting back to this once.
This is true.
Yeah, so we will be getting back to this once I return, and when I return, we will be continuing with the main story, and well, since I was anticipating the debriefing to take place after turning the quest in, but looks like the debriefing is going to be happening next time. So, thanks.
Yeah, it'll take a while. By then, how long? I mean, how long was it you were gonna be taking off? 2 weeks, wasn't it?
Yeah. So, yeah, about two.
By
about
then,
2 weeks.
it should be about level 100 tuners then.
Hopefully. But yeah.
To be fair, we've got like what? Oh god. Yeah, we've got like 5 roulettes left today on today's roulette. So that means at least 3 left. 2.
Yeah.
2.5 levels.
Yeah, I mean, if you do, if you get,
so yeah, by 2 weeks, it's that's like 2.5 levels a day. Yeah, that's about. You should easily get machinist level by then.
Yeah, I mean, I mean that seems to be the rate I find myself at. If I'm lucky enough to get most of the solid roulettes in at least 2 or so levels a day. So yeah. So thanks as always,
Speaking of levels
Stormy.
a day, what do we think? East Road? I set the amounts.
Yeah. So I'll finish the wrap up while.
East Road it is. Finish
So-
the wrap up. Well, you
Yep.
teleport.
So thanks to you, Stormy, as always, for joining. These are always plenty of fun. And thanks to everyone who came by to watch. I hope you enjoyed as well. Although we did get a bit sucked into the story that was going, but it is that entrancing. So until next time, y'all take care now. Bye bye.